Hello everyone, Ryan here. So just saw this movie titled Voice from the Stone, and it stars Emilia Clarke. That's right, the same Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones. And while I will admit it is an interesting story, this movie does have an interesting story, I couldn't help but feel like something might have been missing, or maybe just I wasn't able to pick up on whatever subtle, I don't know, subconscious cues happen to be in the story. I mean, essentially, Emilia Clarke, she plays this girl who's like a nanny. She has a long history of working with kids that happen to be either troubled or have some kind of mental handicap. And so she gets hired to become the nanny of this one boy whose mom passed away about like 7 or 8 months prior. And ever since then, he just refuses to talk. And also, too, he happens to believe that, I guess, the ghost of his mother is constantly talking to him on a regular basis. So, yeah, Emilia Clarke's character, she becomes his nanny, but mostly throughout the movie, she just tries to figure out, exactly why this boy refuses to talk. And eventually, it's kind of like, I mean, I like the first half of this movie. The first half is definitely interesting, but then by the second half, it takes a weird turn because the father of this boy, he's also like some kind of artist, and he convinces Emilia Clarke's character to pose for him, so she poses for him in the nude. He creates a sculpture that's supposed to represent her, but also his late wife. And I don't know what that whole thing was about. It was like supposed to be some kind of deep, meaningful, artistic moment. And to me, it just came off as like trying to, inject the story with a lot more meaning, in an effort to, I don't know, maybe try to make the audience care a little bit more about the characters or something. I don't know. That's what it seemed like to me. But I mean, ultimately, I do give this movie 7 out of 10. Yeah, Emilia Clarke, she does give a decent performance. Everything else, for me, it didn't really flow that well. And I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but by the end, again, because pretty much, I mean, like I said before, the first half I liked, it was all right. Second half takes a weird turn, and then by the time it gets to the end, it becomes crap. To me, it does. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say complete crap, but yeah, I don't know. It just, it seemed like this movie had some potential. But ultimately, yeah, I give it 7 out of 10. I will say, if you're a big fan of Emilia Clarke, you might want to watch this movie. Otherwise, I'd say don't really bother. So, yeah, that'll do it for this movie review. Thanks for watching. As always, till next time, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.